It is past midnight. A screen in a secure bunker lights up, warning that 5 nuclear missiles are in the air. The operators have 23 minutes before impact, and no immediate way to confirm if the threat is real. The date is September 26, 1983. The location is Serpukhov 15, a Soviet command center. The officer on duty is Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov. Petrov wasn't scheduled to work that night. He was covering a shift for a colleague who had fallen ill. The complex chains of military command bypassed the politicians entirely, dropping the responsibility of a nuclear response onto a substitute working an unexpected shift. The OCO early warning system shatters the quiet of the room. The alert level shifts directly to its highest rating, maximum confidence. The computers indicate that 5 intercontinental ballistic missiles have left American soil. According to the manual, Petrov must immediately pick up his phone and notify his superiors to confirm the launch. This procedure is tied to the Soviet doctrine of launch on warning. Once a threat is detected, command issues a retaliatory strike before incoming warheads can hit. If Petrov makes that phone call, he triggers a chain reaction, resulting in a massive, irreversible nuclear volley. The architecture of mutually assured destruction was designed to operate with flawless efficiency. The human in the chair was simply the circuit breaker, meant to close the loop. In the fall of 1983, Soviet leadership was actively bracing for an American attack. President Ronald Reagan had recently labeled the Soviet Union an evil empire and authorized the Strategic Defense Initiative, a new defensive missile program. Just 3 weeks prior, a Soviet interceptor shot down a civilian Korean airliner that crossed into their airspace, pushing global anxiety to a peak. General Secretary Yuri Andropov analyzed these events from a hospital bed, operating under the firm belief that a preemptive U.S. strike was a statistical certainty. Soviet military intelligence was primed, waiting for the specific data points that would confirm the war had started. To the generals above Petrov, a warning from the Serpukhov 15 bunker would not be treated as a possibility. It would be treated as the confirmation they were expecting. Despite the blaring alarms and strict protocols demanding escalation, Petrov hesitated to pick up the phone. He evaluated the scale of the threat. A genuine first strike requires hundreds of warheads to neutralize enemy silos simultaneously. The screen showed only 5. Firing a small handful would leave the Soviet retaliatory arsenal fully operational, guaranteeing the destruction of the United States. Petrov looked for secondary confirmation. The ground-based radar stations, which scan the horizon for physical objects entering the atmosphere, reported clear skies. He also factored in the technology itself. The OCO satellite network was a new system, rushed into service to match American capabilities, and it had known bugs. The computers reported absolute certainty of an attack, while basic military logic indicated the scenario made no strategic sense. Petrov made a decision. He kept the phone on the hook and logged the alert as a system malfunction. For the next 20 minutes, Petrov and the 200 personnel under his command watched the countdown in silence. He had no way to definitively prove the system was wrong. If his analysis was incorrect, his country would be vaporized within minutes. He sat at his console and waited, trusting his own reasoning enough to do absolutely nothing. The estimated time of impact arrived. The horizon remained dark. There were no detonations. Later investigations revealed the precise cause of the alarm. It was a rare environmental anomaly the software engineers had missed. Sunlight had reflected off the tops of high-altitude clouds at the exact angle necessary to blind the satellite's infrared sensors, mimicking the thermal signature of a missile launch. A simple glare of sunlight nearly initiated a global nuclear exchange. The Soviet military did not reward Petrov. Admitting he was right meant acknowledging that their flagship early warning system possessed a catastrophic flaw, so he was issued a formal reprimand. He was quietly reassigned, took early retirement, and lived on a small pension. His actions remained entirely classified until a former commander published a memoir in 1998. For decades, superpowers spent billions of dollars constructing vast arsenals, complex deterrence theories, and rigid protocols to manage the threat of total annihilation. Yet, the final safeguard was a single officer looking at the data, listening to his gut, and choosing not to act.